Thank you so much, Philo Contrafuri. Well, Nicholas Economides is joining us from San Francisco now for more analysis on the referendum in Greece. Nicholas is an internationally recognized academic on network economics, electronic commerce, and public policy. Welcome to the broadcast.
Good to be here.
Greece owes $340 billion and has an unemployment rate of 26% right now. Regardless of this overwhelming no vote, would more austerity, in your opinion, have fixed their problems?
Well, Greece, besides the problem of the debt, which is kind of a long-run problem, won't be fixed in the next few days, needs to have new financing for its banks, as your program already said a minute ago, and this is immediate. We need it right away. It also needs an additional loan from the Europeans to be able to pay salaries to employees of the state and pensions in 10 days. So these are very immediate needs, and one way or the other, they have to be met. Now, austerity is not a good thing, and it's not what Greece, no, it's not what's the best for Greece. But if the only other option is for Greece to leave the euro and issue its new currency, the new drachma, then austerity has to be the best solution, the lesser of two evils. Under austerity, Greece is going to lose something like 5% of its income in the next year. If they go to a new currency, it's going to lose 50% of its income very quickly. So austerity and a deal with the Europeans is definitely a good thing. It's the lesser of two evils.
I see. As you know, the next 48 hours are crucial to keep the banks afloat. There's this EU summit that's scheduled for Tuesday. An emergency meeting also is underway. What does Greece need right now in terms of some sort of bailout package to keep the hospitals open and the lights on?
Well, first of all, it needs what's called emergency liquidity assistance from the European Central Bank. The banks have been closed. People are able to get only 50 euros out, and maybe this amount is even going to be reduced if there is no new emergency liquidity assistance. So they need that, and they need plenty of that. They might need 5 billion euros extra emergency liquidity assistance right away, that is on Monday. The second thing they need is a loan, a continuing loan from the European Union and the IMF to be able to finance the state in the next few weeks.
If Greece, sorry.
Go ahead.
If Greece were to leave the Eurozone, give us an idea of the ripple effect this would have on the world economy.
Well, unfortunately for Greece, these ripple effects might be small. So Greece is going to be destroyed, but the other weak European countries like Italy, Spain, Portugal are going to suffer a bit, but not much. And the rest of the world, not much at all. And that's, I'm afraid, the bad predicament for Greece, because it cannot tell the Europeans, look, if we go down, you go down too. They won't. And they understand that, and they know that. So Greece doesn't have a big negotiating chip. They cannot easily threaten the Europeans. So whatever agreement happens has to happen with conciliatory notes from all sides. And I am sure also that the United States, having the bad Lehman experience from the past and worrying a bit about the geopolitical position of Greece if it were to leave the Eurozone, is also putting pressure on all sides so that an agreement will happen this week.
Nicholas, what kind of precedent will this set, and who do you expect to be in line next looking for help?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think as far as economics is concerned, there is no big impact in the rest of Europe. But as far as politics is concerned, it's important because nobody was supposed to leave the Eurozone, and then suddenly somebody leaves. So maybe immediately nobody else wants to leave. But maybe three years from now, 5 years from now, maybe somebody else wants to leave, and it will be much easier for somebody to leave if Greece were to leave right now. Additionally, there is the geopolitical problem for Greece. If Greece goes out of the Eurozone, out of the European Union, possibly even out of NATO, and becomes a small Middle Eastern country without the close ties to Europe and the United States, that will change the geopolitical picture of Europe. And that would be a very serious concern, both for Europe and the United States.
All righty. Well, Nicholas Economides, we really, really appreciate your time and your input. Very helpful.
Thank you.